look at the system, does it lend well? I think Caleb Love will be the biggest guy that you'll look at and sort of base this off of. If he can come in, adjust very quickly, handle everything that he's going to have to handle, then it'll show that Carolina just recruited a guy in Cole Anthony that didn't fit the system that well. One and dones are, something that can work in Roy Williams' system as long as they can come in and adjust to everything that they need to do quickly. And that's kind of what I expect going forward. I think you'll see more of a mix here in years to come. I mean, we see it in this class. You've got 3 guys that are probably looked at as potential leads after year one type of guys. I would say, if I had to go to Vegas and bet, not normally a betting man, but if I had to place a bet, I would say Caleb Love, Day'Ron Sharp, and Walker Kessler would probably all be gone after this year. If they live up to their expectations coming in, I think there's a chance all of them could be gone. I think, as you talked about, the amount of depth down low might complicate that a little bit. But I think, you look at the back half of the class, some of the guys that are ranked a little lower but still very talented, R.J. Davis, and Puff Johnson, and Kerwin Walton. All 3 of those guys look like they will be 2, possibly 3-year players. So I think already you're starting to see that last year had a little bit of an effect on how this coaching staff is going out looking for guys. Not only are they wanting to bring in the talent, they're wanting to bring in guys that they know they can bring in and build and that will give this team a stable veteran core, something that they really didn't have last year. They had veterans, but they weren't proven veterans, and you could tell that really hurt them. I think that's, we're already seeing the effects from that, and we'll only see them going forward, too.
Yeah, you made a lot of great points. This is, Mark has been coming for your job after today. The seat is not as hot, but there's a lot.
Prepared.
Yeah,
prepared today. I'll tell you what.
there's a lot around the program that just has to be answered, and the only way you're going to answer is to get them on the court and see what they can do. But it's going to be an interesting year for Carolina basketball, to say the least. And hopefully we just get to, have a year and have a season and get to see how all this plays out. Fantastic conversation today for us coming back after almost, well over a month layoff. Really enjoyed it. A few tidbits before we get you out of here. Did want to mention that Keyshawn Silver, 2021 football commit, also intends to walk on and play basketball for Roy Williams. That got a lot of rave and review on the website, HeelToughBlog.com. Also could be the first of another football player, Drake May, who will be enrolling in Carolina in 2021 as well. Great basketball player at Myers Park, has made it known that he'd love to play basketball as well. So you got that going for you. And that Roy Williams just continued to prove and embody what being a Tar Heel was by donating over $600,000 to spring sport athletes and scholarships to keep them, their scholarships, active and stuff like that. Just whenever we talk about being a Tar Heel, it's a lot more than just coaching and winning games. It's doing the things that help the university as a whole. And Roy Williams did that, as he's done since he came back home in 2003. But before we let you go, I'm going to let Anthony talk to you about the Heel Tough Blog website as we're gearing up for football season.
Yeah, basketball being put on the back burner here just a little bit over the next couple of weeks because we are jumping into what is probably the most important fall camp that we've seen in recent memory in Carolina. Of course, guys didn't have the spring due to COVID, so now they've got a month to get prepared for the regular season, which is scheduled to begin now on September 12th. Carolina will take on Syracuse at home to open the season. That was revealed today. So we got all the stuff that you need to get ready for that. We already have up on the website everything that you need to get prepared for camp. That began today, but you can still go on, read all those articles. All those are still relevant. It's only day one, so a lot of that stuff will still be pretty fresh for you. You guys can go on there and read the top storylines heading in to this upcoming fall camp. We got 4 of them up there for you. Some really crucial ones that you want to read over. We've got the best position battles. I wrote about 8 of them. One of them has been removed now because There was a guy that ended up stepping off of the roster yesterday for this 2020 season. Find out who that is and find out who the other two guys are that will not be a part of this team in 2020, as well as some other notes about the official roster, which came out yesterday. All three of those are up on the website. You guys can check that out. And then we got, of course, are going to have some great articles coming out as we grow a little bit closer to the season, including our breakout players for the 2020 season. I'll be coming out here in the next couple of days, and we'll also get you started on the in-depth position previews where we preview every position group in-depth, look at every guy that will be a part of those position groups. And this year, more than ever, it's important that we look at all of these guys because we never know who may have to step up with everything that's going on with COVID-19 in terms of, guys getting injured because they haven't been able to go through the correct off-season stuff that they would normally go through, or guys coming down with illnesses. So we're going to have you covered with all of that on the Heel Tough Blog website. And, of course, if there is any breaking basketball news, anything on the recruiting trail, we'll still have you covered on all of that. Again, Heel Tough Blog is where you can find everything that you need to know. But I'll let you take it out of here by talking about the podcast, which people also really need to know about because they need to be able to keep up with everything going on with the starting basketball team as well. Yeah,
we do encourage you guys to give us like and subscribe to the Roy's Boys podcast. You can find us on every major podcast platform, most notably on Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, TuneIn, Pandora, Google Music. You can find us by searching the Roy's Boys podcast. And, give us, like, review how I'm doing as the host, review Anthony as a co-host, Mark whenever he's on talking about recruiting or some fun topic. We encourage you guys to subscribe because we're doing our best, and we do our best to keep you informed, keep you entertained with great topics, great insight about Carolina basketball. Well, with that, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of the podcast. Anthony, I thank you for coming on and talking a little Carolina basketball with us. We thank you guys for listening, and as always, go Tar Heels.